Hello, good afternoon to all. So I, Dr. Anand Kangare, welcome you all for this academic year after long back of this particular pandemic session. Here we will just discussing about the course. The course code for this particular course is CHE 102. Okay, and in that particular course, we will talk about the inorganic chemistry. So mostly this particular course that I'm dealing with, this particular course is an inorganic chemistry course. Getting so basically, prior to start the course, I will just shortly introduce myself. Getting I'm Dr. Anand Kangare. I completed my MSc from the Department of Chemistry, University of Pune. My PhD from Baba Atomic Research Center, Mumbai, and I'm presently I'm as an assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry, Devgiri College, Aurangabad. Okay, with this I'm having some another responsibilities like the program officer of the NSS, as well as the coordinator of that Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. Okay? So those who are really interested in the doing some kinds of that social activities, so definitely they will meet me regarding their such kinds of that things. So I will be definitely helping you in that particular things also. Okay? So whenever we are talking about the inorganic chemistry, okay? So basically in this particular course we have to deal with the 5 units. See, first unit, that is the group theory. Second one is the symmetry concept. Third unit is nothing but the reaction mechanism of the transition metal complexes. Then unit number 4 is basically depending upon the metal ligand, it will be there in the solution. And the last unit is nothing but the inorganic chemistry in biological systems. Okay, so for this syllabus, we have to refer the following books. Okay. So from that, for the symmetry and the spectroscopy of molecules by this K. Veera Reddy is very important book for you. The rest of that book is also there. Okay, for inorganic chemistry, that James Hui and that Keeters, this is the one of the famous book that is there. Then another one important famous book from this is the Concise Inorganic Chemistry by Z.D. Lee. Okay. Then other books are also there. We will just discuss them one by one. I will give you the hint from where you have to just make refer which book for which part. Okay. So you don't worry about that. For just for your sake of understanding purpose, you will be just focusing upon the following books. Okay. So whenever we have to discuss about the syllabus, so for this unit number 1, the unit number 1 and 2, I will just take it common, combiningly. That is the group theory and the symmetry concepts. So in that particular, we will discuss the following syllabus. That is, first of all, that introduction of the symmetry operation, then the symmetry element. Okay. After that, we will talk about the point group, then the classification of these point groups. Then point group, we will have to find out the point groups of various molecules like water, ammonia, then carbon dioxides, boron trifluorides, then ethylene, phosphorus chloride, phosphorus pentachlorides, hexane, benzene, then various complexes of that platinum, then ortho, meta and para substituted benzene molecules, okay, etc. And after that, we will talk about the application of the point groups. Then various properties of these groups. Then important topic that we will discuss is the group multiplication table. Then matrix representation of these symmetry elements. Then reducible and irreducible representations. Then after that, we will talk about the great orthogonality theorem without the proof. and its importance. Then the construction of the character table for two important point group, that is C2B and C3B. Then we will talk about the Mulliken symbolism for the irreducible representations and its application with examples. Then we will talk about the standard deduction formula and its direct products and the uses. Okay? So these are the syllabus that we will have to focus upon the next some lectures. Okay, you don't worry about this syllabus. One by one, I will cover all the detailed things. So here I will just show you some images. You have clearly observed this image and just let me know about these particular images. Okay? So this is the first image that you have to focus. Okay? You have to just observe the minute changes within the figure. Getting. After this, I will show you the second image. Hopefully everybody understand both these two figures are for butterfly. Getting. So those who are having some background about the painting, getting, they are just identified both in both the figures, not only about the nature, not only about the colorful nature. Getting, here we can understand which kind of that symmetry is present in these figures. Getting, so both the figures are identical one and having some kind of that symmetry which is present in both the molecules. Getting, if you observe it carefully, you can clearly indicate that the symmetry is present in the molecules. Okay? So basically the next figure is for that flower, the another one beautiful flower with the pellets. Getting, so here the flower is having the 4 pellets, getting yellowish color flower. But if you observe each kinds of that pellets which is present in the flower, getting, so there are 4 pellets, but all pellets are identical. Getting, so there is a specific kinds of that symmetry is present in the given molecule. Getting, so because of that symmetry, it is the one kind of that uniqueness is present in the given figure. Getting, if you observe the another one figure of that flower, that is another one same kind of that flower, take a yellowish color flower, but whenever we are just carefully observing such kinds of that thing, you can observe that. Okay, so I think there may be some interruption between the connections. So again, the recording is on. Okay, I will just try to share my screen again. Okay, so from onward we will just discussing the things. Okay, so in this next figure also, if you carefully observing the next figure, okay, in that figure also you can observe the symmetry. Okay, so whatever we are discussing about the nature, so some kinds of that butterflies, some kinds of that flowers, so everywhere you can observe the symmetry. Okay, so let us see the another one figure. Okay, so I think with the help of that figure, everybody is understanding that this is the one cross section of the lady fingers. Okay, so this lady finger indicates that there is a proper 5-fold of symmetry is present, identical images, getting, and specifically the symmetry is present in the given model. Getting, combiningly, if you observe all the figures, okay, each and every molecules, getting, in these two figures, another that 2 important flowers are there, okay, having the 5 pellets or that 6 pellets, but again in both the kinds of that flower the symmetry is present. Getting, so from this we can easily identify that whatever that nature is observed, okay, in our day-to-day life, all the things in the nature all are symmetrical. Okay, so everything in our surroundings are symmetrical. Okay, so in short we can say that so all these environments are symmetrical. Okay, and why such kinds of that symmetry is important, why it is necessary to understand, to learn these kinds of that symmetry. Getting, so the specific purpose is there for this particular course. We have to understand why we have to learn about the symmetry. Getting, again here I'm just showing you the 2 images. Okay, so in the left hand side image there is a symmetry is present, but while whatever that right hand side image is there, so in that particular image we cannot observe the symmetry. Getting? So in such kinds of that images we are. Okay. So sorry for interruption. Again, that the same kinds of that things are observed, and there is some interruption in the internet section, internet connection, and because of that, I'm not able to just sharing my slide with you. Getting? So here I will just show you the another one images. Getting? Whatever our palms are there. Getting? If you observe in both the palms, so there is a symmetry is present. Okay. So in our human also. Getting? So there is a specific kinds of that symmetry. Getting? So in the chemistry, why we have to learn about this symmetry is basically, so there are some specific objectives that is there to understand these kinds of that group theory and that symmetry. The first important things